definitely having a better time doing it weekly. Friday is just running away from me. Anthropologie. Let me show you the few bits that I ordered from Anthropologie. There is stuff that I need to do today and I just don't know how much of it is gonna get done. Here I am worrying for nothing. I'm gonna stop losing my mind. This is the magic of Photoshop. I have grand visions. Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to Friday. Friday. It's always a good day. Let me find a place where I can set you because I actually don't want to stand here holding the camera, but I don't want to sit down either because Mom is on her way. We've got a low battery. It's always when I'm like trying to vlog quickly. Hold on. Okay, fresh battery. So it's Friday and I have a few things I do want to try to get done today, but I've also just earlier this week, sometime after Monday, I think it was on Tuesday, I decided I was not doing well on Tuesday. I was just really tired. And so I just kind of decided, you know what, next week is when I have to be getting like fully back to work. Not full time, but part-time on teaching, still practically full-time on writing stuff and like book stuff. And like next week I just have to be making a lot of progress in a lot of different areas. This week let's just take some pressure off and let's just relax a little bit. So I have been working. I've been making cover progress every day. The cover is so close to being ready for Photoshop, so we will do some cover sketching today. There's some projects that are time sensitive but not as time sensitive, so I just put them on pause a little bit. I've been doing a lot of admin stuff. Mom is calling me. Hello? Okay. Do you need to come up? Okay. That's okay. I'll see you soon. Okay, love you, bye. Mom will be here in just a few minutes, so we'll make this intro quick. So yeah, I've been working on cover sketching. I've been working on some admin stuff. I got the newsletter for this week done and scheduled, so that will be going out in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. I'm feeling really proud of myself. This is the third newsletter in the third week in a row. I'm not gonna feel too proud of myself until I've managed to do the weekly newsletters for like 2 or 3 months straight. Then I'll know it's like a habit, but I'm definitely having a better time doing it weekly than monthly. I'm just realizing that when something is like a monthly habit for me, it's too easy to push it off. Whereas when something is a daily or a weekly habit, like going for my walks in the morning or posting on social media, it's not quite every day, but I aim for every day, and then that means it happens at least 3 or 4 times a week. My vlogs are Monday and Wednesday. It would take an act of God to deviate me from that schedule. When it's a daily or a weekly habit, it works much better for me. Whereas when it's a once a month thing or every 6 weeks thing, it's just so hard for me to stay consistent. I don't know why. I don't know what it is in my brain, but it is. So the newsletter will go out right now, basically. So that'll be fun when I get home to see how many people have opened it already. Yeah, so I've just been doing stuff like that this week, but also I've laid on the couch and read for like an hour or so a couple days this week, which was so nice. I've watched a ton of YouTube videos. I've been going for my walks. This is the first morning that I didn't go for a walk. It's been a nice week. Next week's gonna be a little bit busier, but today there's some things I wanna finish up for this week, some planning I wanna do for next week to get me like ready so that Monday when I sit down, I know what I'm doing. My Anthropologie order has arrived. So yeah, it's just, I don't know what we're doing today. Definitely cover sketching, definitely showing you Anthropologie, definitely taking you to Whole Foods. Every week I keep looking for like signs of autumn. I think it's still a little bit too soon, but like, I think it's coming. I think by the end of this month, there will be like fall stuff in the store, and I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm gonna share my Friday with you. So yeah, get comfy, get cozy, hang out with me today. I'm looking forward to having your company. I've missed you over the last few days that I haven't been vlogging. There's just something very comforting about talking to you all. So I'm looking forward to that today. And yeah, Mom should be here any second. She's gonna knock on that door. So I'm ready. Shoes are on, bag is packed, reusable grocery bags are ready by the door, so I'm ready. But I'm gonna stop vlogging before she gets here because she will totally tell me off if she thinks I'm not ready because I'm vlogging. So yeah, let's get everything together, and once Mom gets here, I will take you all with us to Whole Foods. Okay, it is now afternoon. Friday is just running away from me, but you know what? I'm just running with it. It's all good. It's all just fine. Anthropologie. Let me show you the few bits that I ordered from Anthropologie, and then I need to figure out what. The only thing I really have to do today, like have to do today, is cover sketch work. I have to keep making progress on that. But Anthropologie, what I got from there. I mainly wanted to order a planner, which I'll show you in a minute. But you know what? When you tell me spend a certain amount and you get free shipping, sometimes the shipping cost of just one item is almost as much as just buying a little bit more to get the free shipping. So I succumbed. So first thing I found was a set of these 6 scrunchies. I really like the colors, especially going into autumn. There's like a nice polyester satin. I just thought the little mini, like thinner scrunchie is really nice. These are the sorts of things that I love just stashing in handbags and here at my desk and by the couch, because you know, it's always when you don't have a hair tie nearby that you really need one. So I'm of the opinion of you can never have too many hair ties. And I have a bunch of thicker scrunchies, but I only have one thin scrunchie, satin scrunchie like this style. So I thought getting a few extras would be a good thing. Then the last thing I actually added to the cart, I only got 3 things, but the last thing I added, I was just looking for something that would get me just over that threshold for the free shipping. So I didn't want to be spending that much more. I saw this towel. You can always use another kitchen towel, right? Especially when it has a squirrel on it. So there's 2 squirrels, one on each end, and it's got a like almost like a buttonhole stitch on the one end. So yeah, I just thought that was super cute. And like I could leave this up, I could leave this out in my kitchen during autumn, but it just seems like a squirrel and acorn design that also would work really well in spring and summer. So usually when I find squirrel stuff, it's very autumnal. It's very, you know, burnt orange and brown background and stuff like that. And I kind of like this was on the like blue gingham check. I just thought it would be nice, like even in spring and summer. So I was really excited about that. So that was, and it was on sale. So that was just an instant. I don't know that I would have paid full price, because I think full price, does it have the price tag on it? Yeah, full price it was $22 US dollars, but I know I got it for like $15 I would spend on this. 22 would have been pushing it a little bit. Probably still would have bought it. But then the last thing, actually the first thing that went into the cart, and the thing that prompted the whole order, is this planner. So this is a, let me see if I can slide off, very delicately slide that off. So this is a August 2024 to December 2025. So it'll get me through the end of this year and all of next year. I had actually been looking for this style of planner in terms of spiral bound so that it can fold over on itself and lay flat. So spiral bound with the tabbed monthly markers or monthly pages, and this style of weekly layout. I have had pretty much this exact style of planner before in 2019. So you can see how thick mine got. This is what this one looked like when I first bought it. And by the end of the 17 months, it's definitely bursting at the spirals, because I would decorate the inside of the monthly dashboard, the monthly divider pages. I would turn those into an extra dashboard, and then I would decorate the inside. I'd have stickers, not every week, but a lot of weeks I would put in stickers and stuff, and that all adds bulk and thickness. But because it's spiral bound, it does kind of accommodate that. So they're the exact same layout, they're just a different color scheme. So this was an ivory color with rose gold, and then kind of a blush pink with rose gold foil on the dividers. This one has two colorways. There was an ivory with green dividers on the inside, and then this is the lilac with burgundy. The inside covers have this kind of geometric design. The upgrade from the last one is this one also has a double-sided folder at the front, which I really like. Just as with the original one, there are some planner stickers that it comes with, I think just 2. And then you've got the typical yearly overview and a contacts page, and then you get to the first divider. So compared to the planner I've been using, so the new one is a monthly weekly. The one I've been using is a monthly daily. It's definitely smaller. This one is a lot more portable. This is by Fringe, so it's Anthropologie by Fringe. This one just goes to the end of the year. So I had looked for this style at the beginning of the year because I'd been looking back through all of my old planners that I had used. I was trying to decide, did I want to stick with print on demand pages in a 6-ring binder? Did I want to go back to a hardbound style planner? Did I want to go to a spiral bound? Did I want to do daily and monthly, weekly and monthly? What I really had liked about this planner was I've set it up where it's just task lists. I've set it up to where I did a solid horizontal line for appointments. Sometimes I've just put the appointments in amongst the tasks, so kind of going through the day chronologically so that my schedule is mixed in with the tasks. Other times I've just done like 2 or 3 horizontal lines for appointments and then filled up the rest with tasks. But I've also done, I don't know if I can find one, I've also done it kind of like this, where I've done like an hourly schedule. I really liked the layout of this style. And knowing how much I ended up decorating this and it all still fit, it didn't burst the spirals, I kind of liked that as well. So yeah, I looked for this at the beginning of the year and would have gone with this if they'd had just a 2024 12-month version of this calendar or of this planner. I would have gone with that back in January, but they didn't. And so I thought, well, this was the only format of monthly weekly that I liked. The other weekly calendar planners I looked at, the layout was different and I didn't really like it. So I opted to go with the daily. The problem with this one has been, while I like the daily spread, I miss being able to see my whole week at a glance. I really need to see my week. So I'm going to keep using this for the rest of the year. I'm not going to just stop using it, but I think I'm going to start using the two of these together, this to plan out my week, and then this one as like a day planner. This one will just live here at my desk. It won't be my primary planner. It'll be what I use to have more room when I'm having a day here at home to plan out my day, figure out what I need to do that day to see my hourly schedule. But you can see there's tons of room for your hourly schedule, tons of room for your task, lots of room for notes. I was really excited about this planner at the beginning of the year, and sometimes you just have to start using a planner to know that it's actually not the best one for you. So like, I don't regret it, but I just don't know. I think I'm more the type that does need a weekly planner, weekly, monthly, with some sort of daily planner notepad or something that I have just for the days that I need the daily planner. So yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna do any planning for next week right now. So I will probably set this one up over the weekend, but I've got today planned out in here. So I'm gonna get this flipped open to that page. There is stuff that I need to do today and I just don't know how much of it is gonna get done. And that's okay. I'm tired. I'm really tired, and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit how tired I am, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna put the old planner and the new planner and my other lovely purchases from Anthropologie off to the side because I need to start doing some cover sketching. That has been your little planner update. We'll just see how it goes. I honestly think a huge part of the problems I'm having are not related to my planners, and they are entirely related to my brain and how my brain is working, or rather not working at the moment. So I do not think that the new planner is going to magically solve all of my problems, but $28 was a price I was willing to pay on the chance that maybe it would help even just a little bit. So yeah, if it helps me get through the rest of this year, that will be great, and then we'll just see how I use it next year. But yeah, that's my Anthropologie haul. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I am now going to start cover sketching and doing some work on that before it gets any later, because I know my brain is going to start shutting down in the next few hours. It is 10 minutes to 1, so I really don't know if my brain is going to let me work beyond like 3 o'clock today. So I'm going to make the most of the brain power I have left and try to make a lot of progress on the book cover, because that needs to get done. I will feel a lot better about this book if I can get this book cover moved on to the next phase. So yeah, I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way and get everything set up, and we will start drawing the last element that needs to be drawn for this cover. Okay, just checking in. I need to stop stressing about this because it's fine. It's just taking me longer than I wanted, but that's okay. It's coming along. It's coming along. I'm drawing Celeste at the moment. So in the Across the Pond books, the main character is always on the cover. So we've got Eleanor on all 3 of the first 3 books. Oh, and you know what? Here I am worrying for nothing. I should have looked at these first. I am stressing so much about her feet. Feet and hands are so hard to draw. Faces are next. For me, I feel like it goes, the hardest thing to draw and to get right are feet. Second thing are hands, and those are almost tied. And then faces. Faces I can do. I can get there eventually if I go slowly enough. I can illustrate a basic face. I can't like draw a perfect face, but I can do a quick sketch illustration style, like a fashion illustration style face. But hands and feet, getting the right positioning, so hard. What are the first 3 covers missing? Feet! None of the feet have made it into the final covers. I know I drew feet for all of them. Well, I didn't do the first one. My sister did the first one. I know I did feet. I know I did full body illustrations, and then I must have just moved them slightly out of frame. So I still think I want to get the feet right, but I'm going to take some of that pressure off now because they're probably just going to get cut off anyway. Oh, I can't believe I've been so stressing about this. So I think the feet I have, I don't know, there's 2 versions now. I think the second version I like a little bit better. I'm going to keep tweaking the legs. So yeah, I've got a rough sketch. I just feel like the sketch I'm working on, the proportion isn't quite right. So I don't know. I'm going to keep playing with it. Because it hasn't just, like looking at the one illustration I've roughly sketched out, I still feel like the proportions aren't quite right. Yeah, the proportions aren't quite right. So I'm going to keep playing with that. We're getting there. We are getting there. I think she just needs to be a little bit taller in my sketch. So we'll see. I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to keep drawing. I'm going to stop losing my mind because I feel like I'm losing my mind just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's partly also knowing this is the last thing. As far as the rest of the illustrations, there's really just 2 other components that I am illustrating, and then one of those elements is going to get triplicated. So I'm going to have the element that I've drawn, but then copy it and have one on either side. So it feels like I haven't done much because I've only drawn 2 other things, but I have done a lot. Those other 2 elements have been traced in black ink, and they are ready to be scanned and imported into Photoshop. The main element that's going to get copied twice will still have some finishing detail work that I'll draw in Photoshop. So the rest of the illustrations are done. They're ready to be scanned. We are ready to rock and roll and move on to the next stage as far as those are concerned. So it's really just getting my illustration of Celeste done, and it's always exciting doing that. Like, I've really enjoyed, so like I said, my sister did the first one, but I did the illustrations for the second and third covers. And I really enjoy like coming up with what outfit the character is going to wear and little details. So like in this one, she's got her tote bag with a little magazine sticking out. The magazine is the magazine that Eleanor ends up working for in book 2. In book 3, she's on the Muse Street where she and her boyfriend live. Boyfriend slash perhaps more than boyfriend. You've got to read book 2 to find out. And she's got a trench coat on. The trench coat has like a plaid design on the lining. It's not specifically Burberry, but it's like Burberry-esque. So like she's like fully settled into her London life. So I like incorporating little character details into what they wear. They're the kind of thing that I'm probably the only person who really notices. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that she's got a copy of Something Wonderful in her bag and she works at a magazine called Something Wonderful. Let me know if you've picked up on that ever, because I'd really like to know. I like finding ways of putting in little character details and also signaling like time of year and season and stuff. Although both of these books, all 3 of the first 3 books are set across an entire calendar year. I think book 3 is even set across like 16, 17, 18 months. So book 4 is going to be a bit of a departure from that, and I'm starting to go more the way I've done with the Independent Heart series, where book 1 of Independent Hearts, The Bookshop of Possibilities, is set across a full calendar year, so you get to experience a full year and all 4 seasons in the town of Ulsenberg. And then book 2 is just in a few months, like I think maybe it's August through December, and then Candle Shop starts in January and goes through or into May. I think the epilogue might be set in June. And book 4 is going to start basically where Candle Shop left off. The first 3 books of Across the Pond were each a full year, if not slightly more. But starting with book 4 is going to pick up right basically just maybe 2 weeks, if even that, from where book 3 left off. And we'll just go for a few months, and then my plans for book 5 is basically book 5 will pick up right where book 4 ends. So they're not going to go a full calendar year anymore. I could decide to go back to that, but I kind of like telling stories across a narrower time frame, if that makes sense. So like these outfits, there is a season in the book where these outfits are appropriate for, whereas for book 4, it's mostly set in spring, summer, so I wanted to have like a more spring, summery vibe to her outfit. Anyway, that's a bit of a tangent and a ramble, but yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I knew I wanted to do a few different sketches. One option for her dress, I kind of like it. I like the overall silhouette, but I think there's elements I want to change, so I'm going to keep sketching. I don't know that I'm going to finish it today. I don't think I'm going to even get close to finishing it. I haven't been doing any cover sketching over the weekend, but I might play with some different outfit ideas over the weekend and then see, but I'm going to definitely stop stressing about her damn feet, because I don't think her feet matter as much as I've been making them matter. I'm gonna make myself stop because I'm so done. I'm getting closer, and I'm happy about where I've moved on to the face. I feel like I've got the body and the figure and that where I want. I've got the silhouette of the dress how I want. I put another sheet on top to like try playing with like different sleeve styles or different patterns, and I think I'm making it too complicated, so I'm kind of sticking with the original, but now I'm practicing faces because faces are hard, and faces are what I'm never quite happy with on the cover, which is probably why with the Independent Heart series I just do the buildings. I don't do figures and bodies and faces and stuff. So yeah, but we're getting there. I looked through my books. I found one book, but it's not what I wanted. It's really just about costume designers, but it does have different sketches by designers. So that was kind of helping me. So I might look through some of these to get a sense of faces and stuff as well. But it's interesting, like with costume design, like it's hard to show you, but like with costume design, the figures are all a little bit different. Every designer has their own style, and some of them are more fashion illustration style, but some of them are much more artistic, much more realistic to the human body, things like that. Whereas fashion illustration is much longer. It's much more stylized. Battery died again. But yeah, fashion illustrations are much longer. So if you take a drawing the human body class, the average human body is, I think, 8 heads tall. So if you measure your head from like chin to top of your head, from the top of your head to your feet should be 8 times this amount, plus or minus. Average fashion illustration, something like that, is going to be 10 heads tall. Like you can see these pictures. They are very long, very, very tall, which is supposed to look more like the model. So yeah, so like this one shows 9.5 heads tall. So when I was taught, we were taught 10 heads tall. The legs are extra long. For the book covers, I try to stick to more normal human proportions. But yeah, it's coming along. I had really wanted to be done with the sketch by today so that on Monday or Tuesday of next week I could be importing everything into Photoshop, but I also don't want to rush this last step. I think the figure and the body and the overall shape of everything and the outfit she's wearing, I think I'm happy with those things. So I think it really is just now nailing down the face and getting the face how I want it, or at least as close to that as possible. And I don't know, I'm tempted to draw the face separately bigger, so, and then shrink it down. And so I'll have a drawing of the body with the face kind of blank, and then on a separate sheet of paper I'll draw the face at the right angle that it needs to be, and then shrink that down in Photoshop, because I worry with as small as, and these are, I can show you these, with as small as I'm drawing these, it's, especially when I go to trace it over with my black ink markers, I'm gonna lose all of that detail. So I think I might draw it bigger because I'll have better luck with that. So I'll probably practice that. This is the magic of Photoshop. I can do all of this in separate elements and then just combine everything as different layers in Photoshop. I'm done for today. On the one hand, I feel like I've only done cover sketching. I have done nothing else all day long. I mean, I went to Whole Foods, but that still doesn't feel like I've really done anything today. But this was important. It needed to be done. I'm trying to just take every day one at a time to enjoy each day. But just like my computer, my brain has too many windows and tabs open, and this is how every summer ends. If I'm being honest, if we go back and look at the vlogs from last August, from August 23, which is last August, from August 22, August 21, August 2020. Like, we can go back all the way to August 2016. That would have been the first August that I vlogged. Well, I wasn't vlogging as much in 2016, so I don't think I was weekly vlogging by then. Pretty sure I was vlogging by August 2017, doing weekly vlogs. This is how it always is every August. Every August, every May and June, I have grand visions that throughout the summer I'm gonna get so much rest and I'm gonna do so much relaxing and life is gonna be great, and by August I'm gonna be fully rested and restored and ready to just dive into a new semester, and it's all gonna be fine. And then every August it's like, I am not rested, I am not relaxed, I am not restored, I am stressed and anxious and exhausted and excited for a new semester, but also just not ready for it at the same time. And yeah, like, this is normal. This is how it is every year. It's just at the start of every summer, I hope that this will finally be the year that, like, by August everything's great and I feel totally ready, and you know, it's all good. And yeah, every August it's not all good. So yeah, like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here as well. I'm just ready for the weekend. My brain is really ready for the weekend. So focusing on the positive, I did make a lot of progress with the cover today. It doesn't feel like it, but I did. And whether I do some sketching this weekend or I wait until Monday, I know I'm going to make more progress next week. I think by this time next week, the cover is going to be in a very, very different place. So that's exciting. So that's positive. We're going to focus on that. Other positives to focus on, I found some yummy things at Whole Foods. So that's great. I am in love with my new squirrel dish towel, kitchen towel. And I'm excited about the new planner. I'm now feeling excited about planning and stuff. And I'm book update, or like reading update. I'm more than halfway through the second book in the All Souls series. So I think I'm gonna finish that and start the third one this weekend. So that makes me very excited. So yeah, lots of positives to focus on. And next week I have to start working on teaching stuff, but I technically have all next week to just work at home, so I don't have to go back to school, back to campus just yet. Like, it's all good. It's all good things. It's all good things. We're gonna focus on that. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be amazing. I'd really appreciate it. Say hi in the comments. I don't know what to ask you. I literally cannot make a single one more decision this week. Like, my brain is just done. So I don't have a question. Leave some planner / calendar emojis in the comments, in honor of my new planner to let me know which one of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog. I'm gonna go get a lot of rest this weekend, hopefully, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!